In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create milestones in ClickUp. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know exactly how to set up a clean, reliable milestone chart inside ClickUp using a ready-made template, how to view those milestones in different visual formats, and how to edit and create milestone tasks so your plan is crystal clear. We're going to keep things simple and practical, staying focused on the exact steps you need to follow. And I'll also add helpful context so the choices you make along the way feel easy and intentional. Let's start at the beginning. Open ClickUp and sign in to your workspace. Give yourself a moment to land on the dashboard and breathe it in. Think of this as your command center. Everything you and your team are doing lives here. Before touching anything, it's helpful to know where we're going. We're going to prepare a dedicated list where your milestone template will live, and then we'll apply a pre-built template called a milestone chart. That will jumpstart the structure so you don't have to build anything from scratch. From there, we'll look at it on a whiteboard, switch to a timeline to see the flow over time, and then quickly edit and create any milestone tasks you want in place right now. First, head into your workspace overview and make sure you're looking at the space where this project lives. If you work across multiple spaces, pick the space that holds your current project or create a new one if you already have a standard area for new projects. Once you've got the right spot, move into your Spaces section and open the place where you manage tasks for this initiative. The goal is simply to be standing inside the right home for this plan, so the milestones you create land exactly where you expect them. Now switch to a list view for this part of the workspace. The list view is perfect for what we're about to do because the template we'll use is designed to sit neatly in a list. If you aren't already in a list, click to open one. You might see multiple lists for different parts of your work. Choose the one that matches this project, or create a new one if you prefer a clean start for your milestone plan. The important thing is to be in a list, because templates apply beautifully there, and you'll have fast access to your task tools at the top. On the list, look for the plus sign. This plus icon is how you add new elements quickly, and it's also where we can access templates. Click the plus icon to open the creation menu, and then select templates. This opens the template library, which is one of the best time savers inside ClickUp. Templates give you pre-configured structures and layouts built around proven practices. Using them aligns your team around a consistent setup, lowers the time you spend configuring views and fields, and reduces mistakes caused by manually building everything. In short, this is the fastest way to get a clean milestone plan up and running. Inside the template library, use the search bar and type the word milestone. This narrows your results so you don't have to browse through unrelated options. You should now see a milestone chart template appear in the results. Go ahead and open it to review the preview and details. This overview is worth a quick glance because it confirms what the template includes, how milestones are represented, and the kinds of views you'll have ready to go. Think of this as the blueprint. It shows how milestones map to tasks, how the timeline reflects those tasks, and how the layout is set up so you don't have to guess. When you're ready, click Use Template. ClickUp will guide you through applying it to your selected list. If you see a second Use Template button or a confirmation prompt, click that as well to confirm. Within a moment, the template will be added to your list, and you'll have a structured milestone chart ready to personalize. The beauty of this is how quickly it snaps into place. You don't have to wire anything up, and your foundational layout is created instantly. Now that the template is active, let's take a quick look at it visually. Open the whiteboard view associated with this template. Whiteboards in ClickUp are fantastic for getting a bird's eye perspective and thinking collaboratively. It's great for an initial glance because you can see how the template's elements come together. Consider this like a workshop space. A whiteboard gives you a conceptual overview, letting you see items, connections, and notes in a more free-form way. Take a moment to look around so you get a feel for what's been placed for you by default. Next, move into the timeline view. Click Timeline to switch from the whiteboard's big picture canvas to a chronological layout. This is where milestones really come to life because you can see how they line up over days, weeks, or months. The timeline shows when each milestone is planned, how they align with one another, and what the sequence looks like at a glance. This matters for planning because milestones are all about significant points in your project journey. The decisions, handoffs, releases, approvals, or completions that define progress. When they're arranged on a timeline, you immediately understand the pacing and the pressure points. From here, it's time to make the template your own. Look at the bar above your list and timeline. This is where you'll find the controls to edit what's included. You can rename items so they reflect your project's terminology, and you can adjust dates to align with your real schedule. If your template includes default labels or placeholders, switch them to the names your team recognizes. For example, if the template has a generic placeholder milestone, like Milestone 1, change it to something meaningful that signals a real deliverable or decision point. Aim for clear, specific names that leave no room for confusion. The faster someone understands what a milestone means, the less time you'll spend clarifying later. As you refine dates, keep the timeline visible so you can see changes reflected immediately. If something is landing too close to another milestone, move it so your team has space to do the work in between. If one milestone logically depends on a prior decision or approval, make sure the earlier one lands